I mean, it's easier than that. How do you reinforce it? How do you continue to be able to make sure you're moving in the right direction or mentally in a positive light?
Great question. So you golfed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still golf. People hate golfing with you, I'm sure, right? But anyway, so the whole point is, you've golfed forever. You're a pro at a country club, and so how did you, you had a slice. How did you fix the slice? What did you do?
Coaching.
Yeah, right. Well, not just
got a great coach.
Of course you did, but you got awareness, right? You got to realize that there's something that's causing the slice, right? Do I need to close the club head a little bit? Do I need to, there's 4 million things that'll probably fix it, but right, the first part is awareness and being aware there's a problem there.
Yeah.
Every time you say I can't, I won't, I should, anytime those words come into your mouth, the first thing you should ask yourself is this really the truth? Like Byron Katie, right? Doing the work.
Mm-hmm.
The 4 questions. The number 1 question, is this true? Number 2 question, is this really true? Right? Is it really the leads? No. There's only 3 lead sources pretty much that real estate agent gets, and they come from real estate agents get. It's Facebook, Instagram, and pay-per-click. That's the only place they come from. Right? So, and there's a great book by Gary Zukav called The Heart of the Soul. And he identifies, I don't know, I think the book covers like 15 different negative emotions. And he says, anytime you feel a negative emotion, he says that's your brain telling you that there's something wrong that you need to attend to. And he calls it going to school. And he says, if you have anxiety, there's something going on in here that's creating that physical response of anxiety. And it's time to go to school and figure out what's causing it and then work through it. So the first part is awareness of what's causing it, right? Mm-hmm. For virtually everybody, it's something that happened when they were a kid. It could have been catastrophic, like sexual abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse. It could have been you were teased about something when you were a kid, about being a little heavy or having hairy forearms or all the other things I've heard about people, and then the belief systems you create around that and the stuff you avoid. So the first thing is becoming aware of where it happens. And then the second thing is situational awareness. Like the distance between a trigger and an emotion, I mean, it's closer than I could ever make my fingers, right? And it happens in 1/4 of a second, right? Faster than we could ever comprehend or see with our eyes. Our brain goes right to it, And the more we've reinforced the trigger, positive or negative, to kick into that emotion, the more it's going to take us to recognize when that happens. But there is a nanosecond when you get triggered, and sometimes you don't even realize you get triggered when that emotion comes up. And now you've got to shift that awareness to what causes it to what happens when it gets triggered, right? So as soon as I say to myself, the leads suck, and I want to hang up the phone, I've got to be like, okay, what am I feeling right now? Am I feeling anxiety? A lot of people, it's anxiety. They're feeling less than. They're not feeling good enough, right? Your body goes into flight response, and you get a dry mouth, and you get sweaty pits and sweaty hands and upset stomach and a light head, and that's just your brain literally shutting your body down to fight or run, right? And so you've got to recognize when that happens, and you've got to acknowledge it and become aware, because that is the essence of change, awareness, right? How do I fix a slice? How do I fix a hook? I got to know what's causing it, and then I've got to address it.